In a small, quiet village, lived a boy named Noah and his puppy, Max. They were two sides of the same coin, completely inseparable. Max wasn't just a pet, he was Noah's shadow, trotting behind him on the way to school, weaving through the legs of shoppers at the market, and even sitting patiently outside the old stone church. Every single morning, the routine was the same. Max would walk with Noah right up to the school gate, his tail beating a happy rhythm against Noah's legs. He'd give a little bark, a promise to be good, and then settle down, waiting right there until the midday bell announced that school was out. It was their unspoken pact. But life, as it often does, had other plans. One evening, Noah's father came home with news that changed everything. He had found a good job in the bustling city, a chance for a better life. The catch? They had to move, and they had to move quickly. That night, Noah's mother sat on the edge of his bed, her voice barely a whisper. "Noah," she said, her words heavy, "we can't take Max with us. The apartment building, it doesn't allow dogs." The world seemed to stop. Noah's heart shattered into a million tiny pieces. He cried all night, his small body wrapped around Max, his tears soaking into the puppy's soft fur. As the first light of dawn streamed through his window, Noah knew he had to say goodbye. He hugged Max one last time, his voice choked with emotion. "Wait for me, Max," he whispered into his ear. "I promise I'll come back for you. I'll come back soon." As a final promise, he untied his favorite old red scarf and gently knotted it around Max's neck. A piece of him to leave behind. Days bled into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Back in the village, a familiar sight became a permanent fixture at the school gate. Rain or shine, through the cold of winter and the heat of summer, Max sat there, the red scarf now faded and worn, but still securely around his neck. The villagers all knew his story. The children would save a piece of their lunch for him, and the teachers would stop to pat his head, murmuring sad, sweet words. But Max's gaze never wavered. He was waiting. He never left his spot. Years rolled by. In the sprawling, noisy city, Noah grew from a boy into a young man. The sharp pain of leaving Max had dulled over time, replaced by the rush of new experiences, new friends, and the demands of a busy life. The memory of his loyal friend became a distant, bittersweet echo. But one day, on a whim, he decided to visit his old village, a nostalgic trip back to his roots. As he walked the familiar paths, a wave of memories washed over him. He found himself wandering towards his old school. And then, he froze. His breath caught in his throat. There, under the very same gate, lay an old dog. He was weak and thin, his fur grayed with age, but around his neck was a tattered, barely recognizable scrap of red fabric. It couldn't be, but it was. Noah's legs gave out, and he fell to his knees, tears he hadn't shed since childhood streaming down his face. "Max," he whispered, his voice trembling. You waited for me?" With a final, heroic effort, the old dog lifted his head, his tail giving one last, faint wag. He rested his head on Noah's outstretched hand, and in his tired, loving eyes, Noah saw the unspoken reply, "I told you I would." As the sun set, casting long, soft shadows over the village, Max passed away peacefully in the arms of the boy he had never forgotten. From that day forward, Noah honored his friend's incredible loyalty. He built a beautiful resting place for Max right by the school gate, planting a garden of bright flowers all around it. Every child who walked past that spot would hear the story of the dog who waited, and soon enough, the whole village came to know it as the Loyalty Garden, a timeless tribute to a love that never faded. Thank you for watching this story. If it touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content that celebrates the incredible bonds we share. We'll see you in the next one.